Nightmare you can have is to have car trouble in something like this. Well, that happened to Camaro time today. Yes, it did indeed. I am in the Tahoe, and the wife normally drives this, you know, but this is our daily, we go everywhere anytime we leave the house car. And I had issues with it today. I left work, got caught up in traffic, oh my God, and I started seeing steam. And you know the old dreaded steam, what that is. Yep, freaking coolant leak. And on these Tahoes, the heater core hose has a plastic fitting on it. And I'll show you all that info here in just a minute. I'm trying to talk to you as I'm on my way home. But it has plastic connectors, and over time those things will deteriorate, and they are very prone to breaking. And that's what happened. It broke, and I didn't know what it was. I thought it might have just had a pinhole on one of the radiator hoses or something. But I started smelling it first, and then all of a sudden, steam everywhere. So I know that I had an issue, or knew I had an issue. And I looked down at the temp gauge, and it was steady going up. Well, as you can see right now, 210 degrees. There was no parts store within 2.5 miles. I Googled it. So how did I get by? How am I driving, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you asked, and we will get to that here in just a few minutes. And I will show you a quick, easy fix. Sorry about that little bit of a different intro, but I had no choice. Yeah, Camaro time was on his way home yesterday from work, and I was sitting at the stoplight in really heavy traffic, and I started smelling the smell of death. Anybody that's ever driven for any amount of time knows what that smell is. It's antifreeze, unmistakable smell. And about 10 seconds after I smelled it, I pulled up to the next light, and the big plume of death. Yeah. And what is that? Do I have a busted radiator? Do I have a busted water hose? Let me show you. And this is a known problem for GM products. If you look right there, that is the heater core. You got line in and line out. And what happened was, that stupid thing broke. The plastic piece, because all it is a plastic piece with a quick connect fitting on the end of it. It broke. And like I said, it's a known problem, and it sucks, because those are a pain in the butt. They're supposed to be quick disconnect. Nah, they're quick connect, and that's all. There's nothing quick about taking that jugger off. But here is the moral of this story, and that is how not to get stranded on the side of the road. Like I said, I was going through traffic, and it was just horrible. So I got somewhere where I could get out of the road. I got somewhere where I could get to water. So what I did was, I took some baling wire. And you can use baling wire, zip ties, duct tape, anything along those lines. This is some cheap duct tape that I got out of the store. It won't even hardly stick to itself, so just disregard that. But I mean, it would have worked. It just wouldn't have worked well. The baling wire was much better. But anyhow, you just bend the hose over on itself, clamp it down, and you're good to go. Get it as tight as you can, and that will seal 99% of the water from coming out. And truth be told, I didn't lose any water after I did that. So there's that side. But here's the problem. You got two lines. And what happens is, that one is the inlet side that comes out of the side of the water pump from down there. Goes up, goes through, comes out this line, goes back to the water pump, and it also goes to the coolant reservoir. Now the issue is, I figured out how to fix that one. But what am I going to do about the other one? Because as this builds up pressure, the water is going to backfill through the heater core and come out that broken piece. Like I said, it's going to come out right there. So I ended up having to cut this hose with my pocket knife. Luckily I had a pocket knife with me. I ended up having to cut that one. And I hated to, because that's a $55 to $60 hose. Because like I said, it's a wire. It goes from there to the water pump, and then it also branches off and comes over here. But the moral of this story is how not to get stranded on the side of the road. That's just a heater core. You don't have to have that to drive. You don't have to have that to get home. So essentially what I did was I completely bypassed that, because I cut that hose, I folded it over on itself, and baling wire locked it off too. So no water is going up, no water is coming out, no water is coming out of these hoses. It's just circulating through the cooling system on the engine like it's designed to do. So here in a minute I gotta go pick up the fitting to repair that. 2 hose clamps. I gotta go pick up the other hose, because that is in stock in Charlotte. They're gonna bring it down from their warehouse. Gotta pick that up. And I topped it off with water. Now, because I was on the side of the road and it had no coolant in it, except for a little bit in the block. Now here's the issue. You never ever, and I've done a video about this before, want to use water in your coolant system. It's a different boiling point than the antifreeze. It's not designed to work with it. Plus today's water pumps, the impellers, the radiators, all that stuff do not respond well to water. It will stop one up. It corrodes it, it rusts it. It just makes it nasty. You know, you're destroying your cooling system. But in an emergency fix on the side of the road, that is the one time and only time that you can do that. So I topped it off with water. I had a cup with me, and I walked back and forth from the water spigot to the car and put water in it and topped it off, and I drove it home, and it never got above 200 degrees, so it worked fine. We now are at home, thank goodness. We were not stuck on the side of the road, didn't have to call AAA and all that good stuff. We got her taken care of. So now let's get her put back together. But that's the quick down and dirty way of how not to get stranded on the side of the road if you don't have anything like roadside assistance, AAA, or somebody that could call and come get you or help you. Just fold them over, tape them off, strap them off, whatever you can do to do it. Like I said, zip ties will work, duct tape will work. Just fold it over as tight as you can, wrap that tape around it or that zip tie and pull as hard as you can. Put some water in it, watch your temperature gauge, and drive home. That'll get you home in an emergency, and then you can fix it or pay somebody to fix it. So until next time, I hope this helped you. I hope it helps you not get stranded or work on any car that has rubber hoses going to the heater core. And we'll see you in the next video. Get out there and enjoy your car, because that's what I'm doing. I'm enjoying doing this type of stuff. You know, beats sitting inside on a computer or watching TV. I'm out here learning, I'm moving around, you know, so it's all good. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care, and thanks for watching.